Okay, we are on 9.1. This is graphing quadratics. And these are called parabolas. So here's 9.1 homework, page 100, number 2. On page 100, number 2. I'm given 2/3 plus 1 over 6q equals 5 over 6q plus 1/3. So this is a long time ago. So the first thing is I have denominators. Since I am trying to solve for q, I'm going to go ahead and multiply everything by 3 and 6. 3 and 6, 3 and 6, 3 and 6. My 3's go away, so that leaves me with 12, plus my 6's go away, so that leaves me with 3q. My 6's go away, so that gives me 15q. My 3's go away, so I'm left with 6. I'm trying to get q by itself, so I'm going to bring q over. Minus 3q, that gives me 12q. Bring down the 6, bring down the 12. I'm going to bring the 6 over. So I get 6 equals 12q. If I divide by 12, I get 0.5 or 1 over 2 if I reduce. So I'm bringing you all the way back to the beginning because we have to be able to know how to solve with fractions. Number 9. On number 9, they give us two shapes again. They say find the value of x so that the figures have the same perimeter. Okay, so the perimeter means I add up all the sides. So I'm going to add up all the sides on the triangle, and I'm going to add up all the sides on my rectangle. So if I add up all my sides on the triangle, I have 3x, 2x, so that would be 5x, plus 5x is 10x. 4 plus 5 plus 1 is 10. So my triangle is 10x plus 10. That's the perimeter. The perimeter of the rectangle, I have 2 of each. So if I have 2x here, that's another 2x. So that's 4x on either end. 4x plus 1x would be 6x. I have 13. 2 of those would be 26. So I have 6x plus 26. Now I can go ahead and solve for x. Bring over my 6x. That gives me 4x plus 10. Gives me 26. Subtract 10, subtract 10. I get 4x equals 16. Divide by 4, and x has to be 4. Number 32. Number 32 gives me 1 over 8 parenthesis 3d minus 2 equals 1 over 4 parenthesis d plus 5. So here we go. They want me to solve for d, so I have to distribute first. If I distribute a fraction times a fraction, I got to put this over 1. Top times top, bottom times bottom. 3 over 8d minus 2 over 8 equals, now I distribute the 1/4. 1 over 4d plus 1 times 5 is 5, 4 times 1 is 4. Now I have my denominators. 8 times 4, 8 times 4, 8 times 4, 8 times 4. My 8's go away. 4 times 3 is 12d. My 8's go away, that gives me 8. My 4's go away, so that gives me 8d. My 4's go away, so I'm left with 40. Now I can go ahead and get my variables together. So that would be 4d minus 8 equals 40. Add 8. 4d equals 48. Divide by 4, and I get d equals 12. Page 193, number 18. Page 193, number 18. It says, write an equation for the nth term of the arithmetic sequence. Arithmetic is the same as a line. So on number 18, they give me -3, -8, -13, -18. So I know that this is going to make a line. So this is where I put 1, 2, 3, 4. I use my 2 points. So I'm going to say -8 minus -3 over 2 minus 1. That would give me -5 over 1. Okay, so my slope is -5. So I go ahead and say y minus y1, which is -3, equals -5 times x minus x1, which is 1. Y plus 3 equals -5x plus 5, minus 3 minus 3, y equals -5x plus 2. Now to finish this as an nth term, I say a sub n equals -5n plus 2. Next one, find the equation for line of fit, page 262. Find the equation for the line of fit, page 262, number 23. So now I need to go ahead and find the line of fit. So the 2 dots that I like, if I'm going to find the line of fit, is I like 8. So 8 and 2.5. And then this one, which would be 2 and 9.5. So I have 8, 2.5, and then I have 2 and 9.5. So here we go. 9.5 minus 2.5 is 7. And then 2 minus 8 would be -6. So let me show you what I did. Sorry, 9.5 minus 2.5 over 2 minus 8. That gives me the 7 over -6. So if I have 7 divided by -6, that gives me -1.16 repeating. So I could say 1.17. So I'm going to say y minus, my y1 is 2.5, equals my m is -1.17, x minus 8. So if I distribute, that gives me -1.17x plus, so 1.17 times 8 gives me 9.36. I'm going to add 2.5, add 2.5, plus 2.5 gives me 11.86, -1.17x, y equals. There is my line of fit. It says describe the relationship, so I found the equation. Describe the relationship. So my relationship, we always do our x with our y, so my x values are age. So it says as years, so what's happening in my years? Those are increasing. So as the years of the car increase, the price decrease. As years increase, price decrease. Letter B, use the line of fit to predict the car that is 7 years old. So now I can take my equation and I could plug in 7. So how much money am I going to get if my car is 7 years old? So I got -1.17 times 7 plus 11.86 gives me 3.67. So I'm going to get $3.67 thousand. Now let's see if that works. Because if I go to 7, I should be at around 3.6. So here's my 7. If I go up, wow, that is dead on the middle at 3.6. So that's perfect. So we did wonderful. And is it reasonable to get a car at 10 years old? No, because that means $0. My car is going to be worth more than $0. Page 320, number 37. The girls' soccer team. Here we go, the girls' soccer team. The girls' soccer team wants to raise $2,000 to buy new goals. how many of each item must they sell to buy the goals? So it says, write an inequality that represents the situation. So as they're selling, we actually want greater than or equal to the money in which they want. So page 320, so they are selling $1 for hot dogs. So I'm going to say y needs to be greater than or equal to. Y is going to be the money in which we earn. Okay? So it costs, or sorry, so I apologize. So I don't need y because we need $2,000 to be greater than or equal to. So now what we're going to do is we're going to say hot dogs. So hot dogs are $1. So I'm going to make $1 times h. We'll say hot dogs are h plus soda. So we'll say S is soda, $1.25 per soda. There is our equation. Okay? All I want us to do is get in the habit of what it looks like to go ahead and create the equation. We will be able to graph and do this later. Let's go ahead and actually graph this just real quick because this is in standard form. If this is in standard form, don't worry about graphing. I just want us to get used to writing the equation. That's the equation. Page 421, number 9. Page 421, number 9. Page 421, number 9. Number 9 gives us p to the 4, t to the negative 2, over r to the negative 5. They want us to simplify. We're still not the best at this, so that's why we're going to keep practicing. So if I have negative exponents, I change my level. So p4 stays, t squared goes on bottom, r5 goes on top, and we're done. Page 459, number 9. Page 459, number 9. They give us y equals 6x minus 1, y equals 6x plus 4. This is set up to go ahead and substitute. So I get 6x minus 1 equals 6x plus 4. If I subtract 6x, my x's go away. Negative 1 equals 4. The left does not equal the right, so we say no solution. Remember, if it did, then it would be all real numbers, but it does not. Let's go back here, and since we have a little bit of time, I'm going to go ahead and graph this so I can show you how this works. I can plug in 0 for each and figure out where my x and y intercepts would be. So if I plugged in 0 here, I would get my s. So I got 2,000 divided by 1.25 would give me 1,600. So this would be my x, this would be my y. So on my y-axis, I would be at 1,600. So way up here is 1,600. And then if I do this, this would be at 2,000. So 2,000 was way over here. Solid line. If I were to graph this, I would go ahead and put a dot on this side. So is 2,000 greater than or equal to 0? That is true. So there would be my solutions on that side. That's what that would look like. So that's as far as I will get.